What's up? This is Atomic Swift, and welcome back to yet another one of my videos. This time I'm going to be showing you, well, if you read the title of the video, I'm going to be showing you how to install Ubuntu Linux 64-bit on VMware Workstation. Now, I'm using VMware Workstation 15.5.0. So everything should work pretty similar to what I'm going to show you here. If you have a later version, 15.5.2, I believe is what they're at now. I'm running Windows 10 Pro. So first what you're going to do is you're going to want to get a copy of Ubuntu Linux, which is free. And I'm going to bring my window over here and show you. You just type Ubuntu Linux into, or Ubuntu, whatever they call it. Ubuntu, it doesn't matter. You're going to type Ubuntu Linux into the Google search, and it's going to pop up with some of this stuff. You want to download Ubuntu or Ubuntu desktop. And just click download. Like I said, it's absolutely free. That's one of the nice things about Linux is it's free. But I mean, if you have the internet and you know where to look, pretty much any software is free. But Linux is 100% free. So you're going to download it, and you're going to end up with this file right here, which is, I believe it's an ISO file, isn't it? Yeah. It's 2.52 gigs, and you're just going to download it. You can put it anywhere you want. I just put it on my desktop so I wouldn't have to look for it. So what you're going to do is you're going to go, I've already got my VMware Workstation open. You're going to go to File, whoops. You're going to go to File, New Virtual Machine, and you can just leave Typical on. I mean, I think, yeah, you're just going to do Typical, Recommended. And then you're going to do the installer disk. You're going to go installer disk image file, go to Browse, and you're going to go to wherever your file is. Mine's on the desktop, so you're going to click the ISO right there that I just showed you on the desktop. And then you're going to click Next. And you can enter whatever you want. You can make a... Oh, wow, you can make a username and password from right here. Well, okay, I'm just going to go Atomic Swift. Yep, and then we're going to do Atomic. Click Next. And then I'm going to change where this is at because I don't want to put that on my C drive. Yeah, that's right, virtual machines. You can put it wherever you want. It doesn't really matter. So we're going to go there. Then we're going to change the name. We'll just change it to how to, because if you can see over here, I already have one that I mess around with from time to time. So then you're going to click Next. Then you're going to click Continue. You want to set a maximum disk size at the start. I mean, you're probably going to need more space later on if you're going to install stuff into the virtual machine, but you can start, they recommend, I think it's 5 gigs minimum, so I'm just going to do 20, and I'm going to store it as a single file. Click Next. Customize the hardware, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to set it, because I have 32 gigs of RAM, I'm going to set it to half that. I'm going to set it to 16, and I have an 8-core processor, so I'm just going to set it to 1 processor. We'll just set it to 4 cores, and then we're going to click Close. That should be good. Click Finish. It's going to create the machine real quick. See, there it is. Then it's going to power the machine on, and it's automatically going to boot off of that ISO that you set up as the virtual CD drive. Let me just give it a second. It doesn't take long at all. Yeah, it's just checking the file system. And if you've never messed with Linux before, this is probably one of the more user-friendly builds of Linux. It's kind of similar to Windows, so you know it's kind of easy to learn. All right. Seeing right here, down here, it says easy install is installing Ubuntu 64-bit. Internet connection is required for Ubuntu 14.4, which I can't remember what build is this one. Oh, 20.04, yeah, so it's going to need an internet connection to install VMware tools is what it's telling you right there. And I'm guessing the easy install is why you don't have to do anything. I said I just set this to install to try it out with the new build, and I didn't have to do anything. You know, like I didn't have to hit next. I didn't have to really do anything. It was really easy, and it installs really quick. I mean, it's not like Windows 10 takes forever to install, but I don't know. I think this installs even quicker than Windows 10. I mean, it all depends on your system, you know, your hardware, all that stuff. So, you know, it may vary for you. Yeah. I said I just install Linux just to mess around. I'm not really, you know, I prefer Windows myself, but Linux is fun to mess around with, and Ubuntu is, I don't know, it's the most user-friendly one I've ever messed with, and I've messed with quite a few of them. All right, so it's almost done. Now it's installing the system. All right, come on. Yeah, and if you've never used Linux before, I mean, I'm not going to show you in this video. In this video, I'm just showing you how to install this in the virtual machine. If you're used to Windows and installing with exe files and stuff like that, it's a little more complicated than that in Linux. You know, you have to use software install or, you know, certain kind of files and stuff. And there's a certain thing you have to do. It's not just clicking an exe like it is with Windows. All right, so like I said, we've got 2 minutes 44 seconds. I don't think you want to hear me just ramble for 2 minutes and 40 seconds. So we're going to come back when it's almost done. And, yeah, see you in a bit. All right, as you can see, it's almost done. Right now it's downloading the packages. I just wanted to jump back into the video real quick to show you one of the next steps it takes, which is downloading updates. Which I believe that's what it's doing. And then after it's done downloading and installing all this shit, it pretty quickly gets into the OS. There's just one other step you have to do with VMware to finish the installation and boot into the OS. So we're just gonna stick with it here because we only got 49 seconds instead of me restarting the video. And I'll just sit here and blah blah blah. Come on, 39 seconds. $30 seconds, come on. Boy, it's going to be really nice when this lockdown and coronavirus bullshit is over with. Here in Las Vegas, they're opening up all the, well, their casinos are getting clearance to open back up June 4th, which today is March 28th, or I'm sorry, May 28th, so pretty exciting to see the Strip and stuff open back up because it's so damn dead. If you watch my previous video, it's depressing to drive down the Strip and everything is dead, so it'd be nice to have everything open back up, stuff gets back to normal. It'll be really nice when they open up movie theaters and stuff, because that's probably the thing I miss the most is going to the movie theater, eating, you know, movie theater popcorn, nachos, snacks and shit like that. The drive-in's open, but I've heard the line is ridiculous to get in. I'm not waiting an hour to go watch a drive-in movie. Okay. Now, actually, let me see. Is it even going to have you do that extra step since it's using easy install? Let's see. So it's install. Oh yeah, see, it's installing VM tools, so you don't have to do that manually. That's a nice thing. Well, it's just doing all this stuff automated. As you've seen in my video, I haven't had to touch anything since the install started. It's pretty nice. All right, come on. Almost there, almost there. Alright, and see, there you go. You didn't even need to do the extra step I was talking about since Easy Install installed everything. Enter your password and log into Ubuntu Linux. And like I said, it's free, so you don't have to do anything. There's no product key, any of that stuff. You get free updates. You get a lot of free like Office software, stuff like that. We're just gonna click through this because I don't really care right now. So you get all this stuff, you know, which is a lot of Windows stuff like Skype. I'm not gonna install anything. You know, I'm just showing you what the system looks like. It runs great. I've messed around with it. I didn't run into any problems, so yeah. Just so you know, if you haven't watched any of my previous videos, I'm running an Intel CPU, an Intel Core i9-9900K. So I don't know if steps or performance might vary if you're using an AMD CPU, because I know with some of the stuff in dealing with VMware Workstation, like Mac OS, there's extra steps to install Mac OS on a VMware Workstation virtual machine. So, yeah, see there, it's prompting me for an update, so we'll just click install. But, yeah, so like I said, I'm using a Intel CPU, so if you're using an AMD CPU and trying to run these virtual machines and install stuff, it might be different for you. I don't have any way to test that. I don't have an AMD CPU. Even my laptop's Intel. So, but anyway, that's my video, and I'm going to jump off here because I'm sure you're probably tired of listening to me blah, blah, blah. But hopefully, if you wanted to try out Linux and you watched this video, hopefully it was thorough enough and it showed you how to, you know, how to install the OS, how to get the ISO, all that stuff. And, you know, I tried to be what is less boring as possible, I guess. You know, just keep the video moving. So anyway, that's Ubuntu Linux, the newest version you can download offline, off the internet for free. And I appreciate everybody that's liked and commented on my videos. I mean, I'm up over what 1.27 thousand subscribers, so that's pretty good. I like that. Let's keep growing. I keep getting emails every day for new subscribers and people asking questions. Keep the questions coming. I'm trying to answer all questions if I can help you out. If I can't, you know, I'll put it in there. Hey, you know, I've never done that. Sorry. You know, if I know of a link or something, I'll share the link in the comments. But thank you for watching my channel. Thank you for subbing, liking, all comments, everything. And as always, bye.